if we're really honest, these thoughts do cross our minds. But later what she found out was that this guy had lost his wife, and had lost his wife to cancer, all about the same time that he had lost his home and lost his job, and he was just very depressed. He'd lost his will to even live. He didn't care if they were, a whole bunch of them were going to a shelter, and she's like, well, if you stay out here, you're going to die, and he really didn't care anymore if he died. Well, later on, as she's confessing that she had these thoughts about him, why he, was homeless and everything, that he must have done something. She humbled herself and was not only confessing to him, but washed his feet like Jesus had washed the feet of the disciples. And then again a little bit later, one of the older ladies that had been, going with them from one shelter to the other, you find out what her story is while she was homeless and out in the streets with them. The older black lady goes up to her and tells her that she knew, what was going on, and that she was her cab driver that had picked her up and stuff. And what it was, that she had been running from her abusive spouse. And she was letting her know that it was okay to go home, and she showed her the missing persons flyer that was up on the bulletin board, showing her picture, the older woman's picture, and told her that it was safe to go home now that her kids and her grandkids were looking for her and missed her, so that she didn't have to keep running anymore. So I don't know that there's really a point, but maybe you've gotten something out of this. My husband works in a rescue mission, homeless shelter, if you will, also a drug and alcohol program. And I guess that's why it was so easy for me to put myself in their shoes, because I've seen these people face to face, a lot of them coming and going, and and I've stayed at the women's shelter for a little while at one time. Miscommunication between my father-in-law and I. We had one of the ladies that got married and stuff. I was to take her place for a little while, and I asked him, well, you need me to stay another night? And he just simply said, I was thinking on a permanent basis. Kind of find out that's not what he meant. It wasn't staying there at the shelter with the women, but working in the thrift store. But again, it was a chance for me to kind of be in their shoes a little bit and see what it was like for them. And when you got that many roommates, it is not easy. But I guess it's just kind of, something to think about, I couldn't imagine living like they do. And having, not knowing when your next meal's coming from, when you're going to be able to take a decent shower again, wearing every stitch of clothing that you own. Just take some thought about it, pray about it, and pray for the homeless men and women that are out there. not all of us are called to do anything for them towards helping them, but even if it's just to donate to a local shelter or something, or volunteer your time. You don't have to wait to Christmas or once a year to do it. Volunteer anytime, all year long. Volunteer your time. I hope y'all have a great day, and be thankful for what you have, guys. Be thankful. God bless.